See this house here? We just converted that into a HMO, a 6-bed HMO. It's going to be cash flowing over £4,000 a month, and I'm going to show you all around it. So, got an alleyway there, bedroom number 1. So this was the old living room, and now it is an ensuite room. Look how beautiful it is. Gorgeous. So this has its own ensuite here. Now, how did we get the ensuite there? As you can see that. How did we get the ensuite there? We put a U-shaped staircase here. And what that allows us, as we go into the communal, allows us to put an ensuite behind the staircase there. And this is the kitchen communal here. So the kitchen communal only needs to house for 3 people. That's 3 people, of which it does, because other rooms have their own kitchens. This one doesn't. This here is an extension, right? So I'll go through the floor plans. However, this in real life, this is an extension. So this was the end of the house here, 3-meter extension there. And the outrigger was, so that was just the garden. So the outrigger was there, went across there. So we extended the house back that way and the house that way to here. That allowed for this room here, the ensuite room. And there's the ensuite. It's looking gorgeous. Looking gorgeous. This room should go for about £625, £650 per calendar month. We're getting viewings in now. Now let's go through to the communal again. You can see this side entrance here. This is a new entrance. So when you have that alleyway like this, you own the top of it, the flying freehold. We put an entrance here, an entrance there. There's the gate there, gas and electric here. So they mean, because we have an entrance here, we go through to here. And that is why we have this room here. The interior designer. So that gives us the room there. And basically, if it wasn't for moving these entrances to the side here, we wouldn't get that room and we wouldn't get £625 per calendar month because the room would just be too small. All right, so the side entrances are there. However, let's go to the garden. This is all new extension, all brand new. This is a new garden. The landscaping was done beautifully. Now, you can see the extension there, much better view of it. That's that ensuite room, bedroom number 2. So the extension comes out here, and then you got the dormer up there. That's the L-shaped dormer. That's what you do to these houses. So that's what it looked like before, and that's what it looks like after. Stunning. Can you see in the bedroom here? Yes. What's that? So, up here, you've got bedroom number, let me see, 4. Now we'll go in order. Bedroom 3. Look how gorgeous this is, man. Gorgeous. This room is a studio style room. And as you can see there, it has its own kitchenette, which is beautiful. Spotlights in the kitchenette, a bit of a work desk here. TV will go there. That's the street. And there it is there. This is a big room, about 15.9 square meters. And you've got the ensuite. Remember when I said you have the U-shaped staircase? You tuck it behind the staircase, right there, because the staircase is here. So rather than having a staircase that goes up the side of the house, move it, put a U-shaped staircase, tuck ensuite on each floor, and then you've got 3 ensuites. They're valuable. They're really valuable because no one likes to share a bathroom. That's just, it's just the way it is. You get some dirty bastards out there. Now, room number 4, studio style room. Gorgeous, gorgeous room. Corner kitchen, work desk. Done a lot of work there in the past. Forgot to say, look at all this. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to show you the extension here. You can see there, that's the infill extension I was talking about, and that's the other extension I was talking about. And that allows that room there. It's a big development, these things, right? Big development. You can see we got LVT there, and that is because when they have a kitchenette there and it splashes, easily cleaned. But nice comfy carpets everywhere else. There's your boy, right? But this is a very earthy tone house. This is my favorite interior design so far. The interior designer that you did see, he is from Aben, A-B-E-N, in the East Midlands, from Coventry. Give them a shout out because you can see they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. And a corner ensuite in here. Big, beautiful, bright. Look at that, gorgeous. Very happy with the ensuite. Now, we'll go to the top two rooms. That's where the magic happens. Because this is with the original house here, right? The staircase was put in, the floors were dropped, and because the floors were dropped, that allowed for these rooms here. Boom. Let's put those on. Let's make it look sexy for you. That's one. Now, the floors were originally about here, right? Say about 1.5 feet up, dropped them, took them out, and because we dropped them, we now have all this ceiling height for this bedroom here, which is an ensuite room. Look at that. It's just a nice, cozy bedroom. The TV swivels out there. Watch it. And like I said, third ensuite tucked behind the stairs. Maximize every inch possible, man. And a little work desk there. So, here's your boy. This is a quick one. This is not like your home's under the hammer. This is, I wanted it to be more planned than this, but I'm driving up to Scotland tonight. Right, let's go into here. Another big corner ensuite. Another beautiful bed here. And another kitchenette there. 3 kitchenettes. Room's going to go for about $750, $775. The ones with the kitchenettes, about $750, $775 each. The ones without, about $600 to $650, depending on the room. Like some are smaller than others, but that's okay. And you've got a little work desk in here. Right, I'm in the top room. Look how gorgeous this is, man. So gorgeous. So this build, let's talk about the project itself. Because this strategy is called HMO conversions, and you have studio style rooms with kitchenettes in it. This is what I do. It's my end-to-end portfolio building service for clients, right? So this client's based in Dubai, and I found the deal, negotiated it, handled the legals, renovated it, and now we're about to let it out, okay? So about, I'll put the numbers on the screen because I've forgotten some of them. However, it's about 4,000 plus gross per calendar month, about 12 to 1,300 net per calendar month. End value, we're getting the value out at the start of next year, and looking at about 475, 480 thousand, and commercial end value. Because we have the studio style rooms, we're able to get that commercial end value as opposed to bricks and mortar. So that's the strategy, okay? And what I like about doing what we've done with this one is doing the L-shaped dormer, dropping all of the floors, full rewire. Everything that you see is brand new. So the L-shaped dormer, adding that to the house means that we can get, and dropping the floors in the loft, it means that we can get 2 rooms up here. One doing 750, 775 per calendar month gross, and the other one doing about 625 per calendar month gross, right? So they'll naturally pay for themselves, and that reflects in the end value because the end value is determined off how much rent that you're able to achieve with the rooms. So higher the rent, higher the end value, more you can refinance, more you can pull out and then recycle and go into the next deal. That's usually how it works, okay? So this one, a lot's happened on this one. Spoke about it in the previous builder, but previous video, but this is the one where a lot's happened. If you want to see what happened, look at my previous video. I spoke about it because I don't really want to talk about it again, but a lot, man. However, we got through it. We were able to solve one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem I have faced and I ever will face. I'll tell you, basically the previous builder passed away, and it was a really, really, really tough time. Really tough time. It was during the rip out stage, and to be honest, I don't really like talking about it, so that's all I'll say right now. However, we managed to overcome it, get a new builder in within a couple of weeks, so that was really cool. Yeah, so it's been an emotional one. Like last night when I figured out that it's actually coming to an end, like I cried a bit because I'm so emotionally invested in this one because of what's happened in the past and everything that we've overcame. However, it's really good to see that it's now going to start cash flowing and the client's going to get a monthly income, which is really nice. And these tenants are going to get high quality. I mean, look at this. The tenants are going to have like beautiful, beautiful rooms, man. A lot of people think that these HMOs are going to be shit and it's going to get bad tenants and it's going to cause problems for the neighbors. It's actually the opposite. This is for working professionals. The projects that I do for clients are for working professionals, and that's how we get the high rents with these beautiful rooms in a nice area and get the best tenants possible. Really good tenants. So that's what we aim for, man, and that's what we're achieving. But back to the actual property itself, how I found it on Rightmove of all places. Usually it's like referrals or estate agents calling me and all that sort of stuff, like these other things. But Rightmove again, so found it through Rightmove. Went through the conveyancing process, which was pretty good, and yeah, very very happy with the outcome, like how it looks, man. What else about the renovation that you might find useful? So you saw that we put en suites behind the stairs. You saw that we dropped the floors to create room in the loft, so we can do an L-shaped dormer and create 2 rooms in the loft. Do an infill extension and then a regular extension that creates a room there. Moving the entrance to the side within the alleyway, so that means that the front bedroom is now big enough in order for it to be classed as a double ensuite room. If not, if you had to build like a partition, if you had to build a stud wall and then put a corridor there, the room itself would be far too small. You wouldn't be able to rent it out because it would fall under regulations, like the minimum sizes. So it's important that like see all of these things, they're done on purpose, like they are done on purpose. So yeah, really, really happy with this one, man. Really happy with this one. I think there's a lot to learn from it. I've documented this one almost every week, so you've seen it go from like the beginning to rip out, and I've documented like when what happened, like I documented that too. Like I was just sat on here and I was like fucking crying and I was like, I don't know what to do, like this is insane. No one knew what to do, it wasn't just me, like the lender, building control, architect, structural engineer, friends, family, investors, like builders, like no one knew what to do. It was such an insane thing to happen, it was devastating. So really proud, really proud of the team, really proud of me, really proud of my client, really proud of everyone, the interior designer who you just like briefly saw. To overcome such a massive obstacle is fucking insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like to even know that it was possible to pull through it, But yeah, back to the juicy stuff. Back to the juicy stuff. This the renovation was close to £200,000 or around £200,000. I haven't yet to finalise the figures. There were additional costs, like with what happened and finding a new builder, and that obviously caused some delays. And that if you do bridging loan, where you loan or development finance, where you loan 100% of the renovation, you pay interest per calendar month. So obviously extra costs came in there, and I ain't going to bullshit you. Like this one did run over schedule, but a lot happened on it. So when you hire someone like me who does the end-to-end service, I manage the risk, but I cannot prevent something like that happening. Like I can't, but I can manage it, and I managed it. But I'd be lying to you if I said to you it all went great and it's all perfect. Like this is the best strategy in the world. Nothing goes wrong. It's nothing but profit. I wish I could say that to you. I wish I could say that to you, but it has its problems, and the job is to manage them. When they come up, and that's what's done. So really proud of everyone that got involved in this one and is killing it. We are just about done, man. This project has been a long one. A lot has happened. Spoken about it in my presentations and stuff. And when I make a video about this project, getting videos, I'll do like an actual video for it, and it'll have all of the videos that I took throughout the build, the beginning, the rip out, all that sort of stuff. But I do want to talk about like what you can get into with these kind of projects. Like I've spoken about problems and stuff, But the emotional attachment you get to these things, when a lot goes wrong, you end up, the whole time, you want it to finish. I just want it to finish, just want it to finish, just want to get it done, I want to get it done, I want to get it done. And then when it's actually there, you're like, shit, you know, it's like, it's almost over. Like me and the client have been through a lot with this one, you know. The builder, this is the one where the builder sadly passed away on, and it's been a rough ride. It's been a rough ride, this one. So to see it coming to an end, and I know in like 50 years I'm going to see this and be extremely proud of my team, of me, of my client, of everyone getting through this. And grateful for you guys watching, you know. I recorded a video like when that happened, and I just didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. I was fucking lost. I was scared. I just, sometimes when you're like, oh, there's no way out, you know in the back of your mind you can reach out to someone and people and they'll know the solution. And that's the advice I give. But in this one, no one knew what to fucking do, man. No one knew what to do. All I kept thinking to myself was just find a new builder. Find a new builder, find a new builder, find a new builder, find a new builder. And then I'll grieve. And then it was get the builder on site, and then I'll grieve. And then it was come down to the site visits, manage the lenders, manage the building control, and then I'll grieve. And then another project came along, and then another project came along, and then I grieve. And you end up just delaying all of that shit. So I think it's going to be like the closure that I need. Was not expected to cry. But I think I do need this closure. I think I need to finally accept what happened and start a fresh year, man. Start a fresh year next year. I think anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with my tears, but I like showing what I show, the good moments and I show the sad moments and I show the angry moments. And we're ending the year in 2 days, and I'm so grateful to anyone that's actually been watching these videos. I always think that no one does. You know, I don't know why. I don't think I always think, why would someone watch this? I watch my videos. But to anyone, like, if you are watching these and you are learning something and you enjoy just seeing the reality of everything, and the reality doesn't always need to mean bad, it can mean good, and I do show the good. But if you enjoy it, I really appreciate you, man. And if you've had a rough year too, if you've had a really difficult year and you've thought about quitting and you thought about giving up and you thought, what is this all this for? Is it worth it? If you thought about all of that, I need you to know it's normal. But I also need you to do one thing, and that is plan your 2026 goals. That's a vague statement. Here's how you're going to do it, you know. This is what I've done, and it's helped me a lot. So I did the 1 year goal. What do I want at the end of the next year? Like this year, I wanted to start my own portfolio. I wanted to do more projects. I wanted to quit my job. I wanted to move house and stuff. We got an offer accepted, me and Lauren, and we're going to move in January. We're meant to move in November, but it's taken a long time. Signing contracts today with a JV partner, starting my own portfolio. You know, we moved out. We moved into a... No, we didn't. I did quit my job, you know, so it works. So define your 1 year goal, and that's what a lot of people call New Year's resolutions, and that's where they stop. However, what you're going to do is you're going to get 4 90-day planners, whether it's a This Is My Era planner or a 1% diary of a CEO diary. That's the one that I use. And they're 90 days, obviously, each quarter, right? So you're going to define your 1 year goal, and then you're going to define your 6 month goals. What do you want within 6 months? And then each quarter leads into the 6 months. So you're going to define your quarter. Once you've got your 6 months goals, which feed into the year, your quarterly goals feed into the 6 months, feed into the year, and then your monthly goals feed into the 6 months, feed into the year, same down to the week, down to daily actionable steps. I'm not saying plan it every single day, but if you define your annual goal and your first quarter goal, and you know if you do that each quarter, you will hit your annual goal, that's when you can start planning it all. Each Sunday, you review the week that's just gone, plan the next week. Each night, you review the day and plan tomorrow. And that's it, man. It's simple, but it's difficult. It's simple, but it's difficult to stay consistent in that side of things. What I've also done is I'm a very visual person. I find this helps. Obviously, I might do something a little bit different. You might not be doing the end-to-end service, but if you're wanting to start your own portfolio and you're wanting to see, like if I gave you 30 properties right now, you're not going to be able to handle it. So you've got a capacity. Figure out your capacity. How many projects could you actually take on if I gave you £1 million, right? You know, there's only so many you can take on. You might have kids, you might have a job, you might be busy, you might not have the experience to manage multiple renovations or projects at the same time. So figure out your capacity. What would you actually be able to take on? Then I want you to open up Google Sheets and create a project timeline. These projects haven't started yet. 2 of them are in motion, but this is my project timeline. I hope it dimmers a little bit for you. So each quarter, so the orange bit on the left is conveyancing. That's usually about 12 weeks for these. And then I give a 1 week buffer to get the builder in doing his thing. Then it's a 24-week build, which I estimate these big builds. Sometimes it's 16 weeks, sometimes it's 20 weeks. I'll adjust it. And then the 2 little dots at the end, that's finishing up photography, you know, getting all that sort of stuff done. So that's conservative. You know, sometimes I want the builds to be quicker a bit, and I don't want 2 weeks to do photography. But the way I see it, this right here, you look at the top, you've got each quarter in separate colors. So I need you to do something like that and visualize it. So then you can literally see when you are going to start projects. And when you know, I am going to start a project the 3rd of April, that means you can reverse engineer. I need to raise finance in March. I need to get the contract signed and I need to get them locked and loaded because I am going to start I'm going to get an offer accepted 3rd of April. Something like that. It helps, you know. See, I didn't want this just to be me feeling sorry for myself. However, what are we doing today? I'm going to take you to Project Madagascar. And we are going to, how long have I been talking for? Don't want to be talking your ear off. 8 minutes. Oh yeah, okay. So we're going to go to Project Madagascar. I'm going to take photos. And then this is it, and that's that. The photographers are booked up, you know. So I'm going to do it. Your boy's going to do it. Right. Let's go.